Hi, and welcome to the GenderSpeaker podcast. My name is Ricky Arundel, and throughout September 2020, I'm doing a 30-day live broadcast challenge talking about gender issues and interviewing a few people about their take on gender. So I thought it would be a great idea to also turn those broadcasts into podcast episodes. This is my first foray into the world of podcasting, though I'm a long-time podcast fan. I will be uploading episodes throughout September, and then into October and beyond, I will be continuing with the broadcasts and podcasts on a less frequent basis, although at least weekly. I will let you know as we progress for plans in October. For now, here is episode 1 of the September 30-day challenge. I'm Ricky Arundel, and some of you may know me if you're coming in of my friends groups. On LinkedIn, it probably wouldn't have been so many. I deliver transgender awareness training and have been doing for about the past 15 years. That was, of course, until about February time when all of a sudden everything came to a standstill, and the whole speaking business is now on... let's just say it. Yeah, the speaking industry has been put on lockdown. There are no meetings for us to attend. Nobody's hiring speakers. So we're all shifting now to looking at doing things online. And one of the reasons behind putting this online using StreamYard and live broadcasting every day is because I'm starting to now put some transgender awareness and a variety of other courses together, which I'm going to start promoting from tomorrow on Eventbrite. That will be an opportunity for people to come and attend my workshop. It's all very new. I've not done these before, so I'm still experimenting. So right now, the first ones are going to be available free if you fancy attending. So come back tomorrow. I'll be advertising and promoting it up tomorrow morning and getting all the links together. But I just was doing this as a first trial to just check and see whether I've actually got the technology working. It's telling me it's live. It's telling me I'm there, and I've got not sure if I've got anybody still watching, but these are things that I'm having to learn. So if you want to make comments, please do. Just pop comments into the comments section, and I'll pick them up. I should be able to pick them up here on the show. All very brand new, so it really is the first trial. I've got the branding right and I've got all that sorted out, but we just got to keep things together. Going to make this fairly simple. I've been reading a lot at the moment. Some of you may have come across a few things. There's a book that's just come out, The End of Gender by Deborah So, Dr. Deborah So. I read the chapter headings and disagreed with pretty much every single one of them. So I thought I need to read that. So I've listened to her book. I then came across The Madness of Crowds by Douglas Murray, editor of The Spectator, which has a particularly conservative approach to life. And his stuff on transgender is pretty much following the route of the sort of anti-trans campaign that's been going on for the past couple of years and becoming quite fierce. So I'm not going to get into a battle attacking them back. You know, they have their beliefs, and I can, in the course of these daily shows, I'm going to look at what some of those problems are. But generally, what I want to try and do is start to demystify, because there is a huge amount of misinformation being pumped out. And it's something that we've been seeing pretty much in the past 5 years since all the Brexit campaign started. This general sense of using one-off instance or outright lying and defending those lies as if they're truths. I think trans people I don't know why we have suddenly become the focus of a huge amount of political attention. Massive battle. In 2015, there was a decision made by the Conservative government to review the Gender Recognition Act, have a look at it, because it's quite complicated, quite difficult. It demands medical support and yet doesn't require it in order for people like myself to change gender. I have a gender recognition certificate back from 2006. I'm not sure it would have been so easy today because there's a lot more pressure being put on the system. But generally, everybody agreed it would be a good idea to move to the same approach that's been taken in Denmark, in Ireland, in Malta, in fact, in quite a lot of places where people change their gender by a declaration. Now, it's not as simple as just saying, oh, today I'm going to be a woman or today I want to be a man. You actually have to go through a legal process and basically sign a statutory declaration to say that you're changing your gender. It isn't just something you would take lightly. But unfortunately, people have picked onto that and said, oh, this means that men are going to be basically masquerading as women and going into toilets to attack women. Absolutely no evidence of that ever happening. But unfortunately, these voices, well, as you've seen from things like Douglas Murray, there are some people with very loud voices on the internet, J.K. Rowling and a few others, who've hung on to this idea. They've picked up some of this misinformation, and it's being pumped out by a small number of very loud people. And I want to try on these workshops and on these shows to try and demystify some of that and put some of the truth about what's happening there. The whole idea about the Zoom course that I'm going to be putting on, the first one is about transgender and non-binary inclusion. What do you do if you've got people in your business, in your company, working with you who are transgender and non-binary? How do you avoid them being attacked? Because that's physically and verbally what is happening at the moment. What can you do in an organization to make people feel more included? And what I talk about isn't just about trans people and non-binary people. It applies to people who are disabled, people of different race and color and religion. So basically, we're going to be looking at inclusion, but with a particular focus on transgender and non-binary inclusion. So that's basically what's going to be happening. I'm going to keep these fairly short, although I have got a few people lined up that I want to interview, and those will be slightly longer shows. The purpose here was just to test it out, make sure the technology is working. I'll be back again tomorrow and every day at 4 p.m. Hopefully we'll be on LinkedIn, currently Facebook and YouTube. A little bit of a problem because the LinkedIn link didn't work, and I have to now go and sort that out and find out why. Something I haven't applied. I thought I had sorted it all out, but it appears not. Anyway, that's what we're all about. That's the Gender Speaker Show. I'm going to be running this right throughout the month and hope to see you here on a regular basis, and come and see me on some of the workshops. No comments, so good to see you. See you again tomorrow. Take care.